Hello and welcome to episode 37 of our Timberborn Update 6 Folktales playthrough here in Cycle 47, Day 6. Last time, we finished, quote-unquote, the Earth Recultivator, so it is ready to launch, and we continued attempting to get our tree situation a little bit under control, or more under control, rather, and taking care of a couple of small things. But now we are into the end game. I said we're going to go to episode 40, so we have this one, and then 3 more full episodes after that, and a number of you apparently are rather unhappy that we have not done anything back here. Well, we've been putting out fires the whole past like 5 episodes or so, trying to figure out why we don't have enough bots and why we don't have enough jobs and resources and all sorts of other stuff, but I think most of that is more or less under control at this point, and we can probably afford to start using bots or beavers or whoever to go and just sit in these water dumps all day and irrigate these parts of the map. But to address the elephant in the room, or the earth recultivator in the room, rather, you guys really didn't come to a consensus in the comments on whether or not we should fire this thing off now or wait to the end. So I'm probably just going to wait to do it at the very end, since this is the first time we're going to set it off, and it is the quote-unquote end game thing. So, all that being said, this is full. We don't need anybody working here, so I'm going to go ahead and pause this so these beavers don't have to work, because that's kind of the whole point, is we're trying to make it so they don't have to work anymore, so the bots can handle everything. And we're getting pretty much to that point. So, other stuff that we could do, we could plant more trees down here, but part of the reason we haven't done that is this district does not need more trees. It just doesn't. There's already so many trees, and importing them into this other district is not really a easy, quick process, no matter what you do, because the district crossings are kind of a pain. So I haven't really wanted to plant any more trees down here. And we have almost 2,000 now, so I think our wood problem is probably pretty much over. It might not have ever been a problem at all, except for the whole, hey, we need to build this thing, but it's done. So, mechanically speaking, I don't know, and I don't think that there is a need to plant any more trees. All that being said, people keep bringing it up, so I guess we probably are going to have to do it. But this district over here probably could use some more trees, because they're actually making products over here, whereas this district is farms. Farms and beavers sitting there doing nothing, so they don't need any more trees. They really don't. This district is probably still okay with the trees that we already have planted. And unless there's a really compelling thing to build over here, I really don't think we need to be building anything else. I don't know. If you have a good idea, leave it. Maybe we'll build it. Who knows? But there's still a few things with what we already have. There's still a few things we need to take care of before we're completely finished. And that is, in this district, social life stuff, and, of course, some of this fun. And we need to get book production and punch card production up. So there's still a little bit more to be done, don't worry. But it's not quite as dire of a situation as I think some people are making it out to be. I think we just need to focus on getting something accomplished here. So what I will do is I'm going to take this spot right here, and we're going to go ahead and make a little irrigation station. I know this is basically already all the way up against an area that is irrigated, but if we do a 3x3 here, it should irrigate a pretty good portion of this area. Put a set of doubles right here. Should be fine. Let them take care of all that stuff. And we'll just irrigate this. So you know how this goes. If we're not going to plant trees over here, which, again, I really don't think we need them, all we've got to do is just have this set up in such a way where we can have water dumped inside. And if we think there's going to be any reason in the future to get into something else, then we'll do it. But for right now, I think this just makes sense to have water dumped in here. Green this area up a little bit. Possibly take a look at doing something over here, but since this is the bot district, I don't really think they're going to care about things being green. This hillside, probably not really that easy of a thing to turn green. And all these trees aren't being cut down anyway. So, well, that's probably because we don't have any storage for logs. That's definitely on me for not having that. So maybe we should make a little bit of a log storage here. We've got the space for it. I just don't have good access here to put too much of anything in. We did, of course, dam this off with land, so I guess it's not really a dam, it's just earth. But maybe we could do something similar over here. I don't know, I'm trying to think of ways that would make stuff improve a little bit without being completely ridiculous. Like, so I don't have I don't really have a whole lot to go with here, because this is already going through. I guess if we wanted to, we could fill this in, get this spatterdock storage out of here, put some land in, maybe do something like that. But I don't know. Okay, yeah, look how much green this did. That actually looks pretty nice, even if we're not going to do much of anything with the growth here. It is slightly annoying that this is still not green, but hey, what can you do? Now, something people have been asking for a while has been getting this water in elsewhere. Hold on. Those are new. Those effects right there. I definitely don't remember seeing those. I don't remember there being a huge post about an update. So when did that get put in? Yeah, what gives with that? I know it's in the middle of the night, so we'll have to wait until the morning here in game to see, but that definitely wasn't there, right? I'm not crazy, right? I think. Yeah, that certainly looks a whole lot better than it did before. It has some aeration action going on. Sheesh. They just keep doing more and more good stuff for this game, man. I can't really get over that. So, anyway, point I was going to make was we have an opportunity somewhere. I actually don't remember. Okay, so this here is good water that can flow out. This is the same height. I am pretty sure. Alright, so that's the height of the dam. And this is where the water is coming in. So, if we wanted this to be spilling out here, and then mixing, filling this pool up, and then eventually flowing out this way, then we very, very easily could do that and keep stuff at the correct level here. This is all easy to do that. So, knowing that this ground is the same height, why don't we go ahead and build ourselves just a simple dam right about here-ish, and then put in, not sluice gates or anything, just put in dam pieces. Just like so. But I'm going to bring out terrain this way, I think. It's going to be the right way to go about doing this. Because the rest of this side, actually, I'll do that there. Then this can just become a regular levee because we don't have that much water coming through here. But I just think it's nice to have some sort of other water storage. Of course, this is not really going to be able to stay as a path all the way down like this because it's going to be flooded. Or we're going to have to blast it out going through here, which I don't think is going to be too terribly hard. So I think what's going to need to happen is, because this is connected here, this is going up. Okay, well maybe we don't need to make it too complicated. Maybe we just say, all right, well this is going to be blown up now, and then that's just it. But a nice simple setup, I think, would be good. Just have that taken like so. I forgot they have the detailer with the channel logo on them. Kind of fun. But we'll get that blasted out and then figure out exactly how we want to do a bridge over this thing. Because this right here doesn't connect because we have the campfire. This could connect, but it's not going to be perfectly straight going in, which isn't really a problem if we remove these two. I think that's probably going to be the best way to go about this. But this is... man, without the ladders, it's just so hard to create a common sense network of paths and stairs and everything. We'll let them do what they got to do. Give them some chance to do that. But putting water through here will allow it to collect in this area underneath the bad water currently. Make this area nice and clean, and then irrigate a large portion of this. So that will naturally come to rest probably about this height, depending on what the exit is looking like. Yeah. Okay, that'll be about as high as that ever gets. We could dam off the edge of the map if we felt so inclined, but I think for right now it's probably not that big of a deal. The dynamite situation is a little puzzling why they're taking so long to do that. Maybe it's because they're trying to build these first. Yeah, that's probably it. Alright, so I guess we can leave them to that device. I was going to replant these as oaks, because these are not being replanted as maples. I got space over here. Kind of. Yeah, because I know people have mentioned we do already have stairs coming down here, so it wouldn't really be that hard to do. Maybe we could make a little lake here. Well, we have all this dirt we haven't really done anything with, so why don't we do that? Just make it nice and easy. It'll evaporate, sure, but hey, what do we care? Then if we want to plant trees, we can. If not, we don't have to. But we will be attempting to make more of the map green. Which I probably should have said at the start of the episode is the main thing that I was going to try to get to. But I forgot, because I immediately had to change gears. My brain doesn't feel like working today, apparently. So where can I put... Oh, okay, I guess I just put that there. Cut down a couple trees, and then build up stairs here, and I guess we'll just end up putting regular... What do you call them? Platforms. Right here. That probably is going to work. So now we have a lot of paper. I need more production space for... Oh, there's no bots in this. Alright, so that's why that's not happening. Alright. We already have these as regular beavers working. I don't have any more hauling posts, I'm pretty sure. These are already paused for the treated planks. I know we're consuming those, but it's not really at a... Oh, well, we do have 3 of them still operating. See, I don't know. Like, there seems to be 2 competing schools of thought in the comments on what's happening here. And one of them is, why in the world are you having your beavers do nothing because there's stuff that needs to get done? Like, the whole point of this is to make so the beavers don't do anything. I thought that was what we were all working for, but I guess maybe not. Any rate, that's going to get replaced with this. I don't think that's a bad thing to do. I just want to make sure that we don't have any explosion casualties. So let's disconnect all of that. Everybody leaves. And we set it off. Cool. So now that's going to flood. I know this hasn't been finished. Why you pause the game? Look, it's a reflex, okay? It's just a thing that happens. So now that that's been exploded, the water is going to flow through here. Yes, some of it is going to flow immediately off the map, but some of it is also... See, look how much better this is going over here like this. Now, we are going to still have some of the issue of these little tendrils being here because this is not completely protected from what's going on over here. But it is looking pretty good. We have this big void over here, too. So, pretty much all of the water is filling up the hole for the excavator. And then once that's filled up, it's going to fill up all of this space. And I don't think it's going to override the nasty coming off of these things, but I guess we'll see what happens. Coming off the edge of the map again, we probably should have that done something with it. Okay, they're building this dam, so that's progress there. This I have... Oh, I haven't actually cut anything off, have I? Yeah, because that was connected around here. Okay, well maybe... Hold on, that's... okay, that does go over there. Maybe we didn't actually need to connect down here. It's just one of those, boy, it sure would be nice if this connected kind of deals. Well, the way this is set up now, I guess it's kind of unavoidable. So I will, I'll just put those things in there. It doesn't really matter. Alright, so now we have a lot more water over here. Stuff is still showing up as polluted because of the connection with this stuff, but hey. At least it's looking a lot better. I'm going to send... Well, once I figure out exactly what my height situation's looking like, I'm pretty sure I can at least dam up the very edge of this. To that level. Then we can expand just like so. People also said, hey, do more terraforming. So, oh, there you go. We're going to do some more terraforming. Yeah, see, now that's completely dried up because it is about to be drought time. And I think... Well, it hasn't stopped yet, so what's up with that? Well, maybe the intensity of the water coming out now is not high enough. I don't know. I'm just kind of seeing what works at this point, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm not completely 100% invested in any specific strategy. I'm just trying to do stuff that people want to see. Because it's a let's play, not a watch me play, and I'm a dictator and I don't want anybody's input. That's absolutely not what's happening here. Yeah, so try to make this a little more of a convincing setup. And then that way I can just come in here. I'm pretty sure at this exact height. Then these damn pieces in. Fill that in. So yes, we will need to... actually... Maybe keep these blockages in here to keep our water level up a little bit. Yeah, I think that's going to be what we want. But they have to be able to get back here. So that's going to be... Do they actually have access? I can't see anything. They do. Alright, well, I guess we're... Lag. I guess we are going to try and get something accomplished here. They could... you know what? This is actually probably an easier way to get there because of the, yeah, the dirt excavator is actually over here. So, we'll make a super long, super weird shaped path. Get these guys up on top here. And then at some point we can get rid of the path because this probably isn't a great way to be doing this. Let's see. 3 by 1, get me across here. 3 and a 2. Alright, so that doesn't really matter. Just so something looks a tiny bit better than what we were currently working with. Alright, well that'll give them a project to work on during the drought, to have that all ready to go. This is where all the nasty water comes out. Maybe we could have done something a little more with this. Maybe we still can. I don't know. It does kind of bug me that these are still here, these tendrils of bad water infestation. But there's only so much we can really do with all this. I just... It does irritate. I almost said irrigate. No, that is not what that means. But if I'm going to have the water actually up high enough for that to make a difference, and maybe it doesn't, maybe it doesn't matter. I don't know. I'm just here. Trying to figure out something. Well, they can take care of that while we're working on other stuff here. So there is water being dumped in here, so that is going to be irrigating. There's more. Okay, they can't actually reach this. More something to be done. And these... Okay, that's a seedling that's drying out. Well, I did say I was going to replant these as oaks. So the lumberjacks are lumberjacking. They're doing something. Once this is completely full, irrigation-wise, then this will be actually plantable. But before we get to all that, I'm more interested in getting our production of punch cards and books up. We do have 2 of these making books. And we do have a limited number of books. They're either eating them or they're reading them, or maybe both. I don't know that the... Oh, okay, literally I can't read. Okay, someone's going to get on me about that. It says, usually beavers consume each page right after reading, so good literature is always in demand. Yep. You can't read it. You're correct. I cannot read. I do not know how to read. I never learned. My name's Jared. I'm 19 years old, and I never, expletive, learned how to read. That's a quality vine. From what, 10 years ago? Oh, I'm not going to derail myself to go look that up, but man, internet humor sure has changed. The gist is this district, that place up there, this place up here, etc., has to have more production. Also, the bots have to be working this, and this is one of those, I think, that caused injuries. So if we're not going to have enough bots to do stuff, see, I don't think I have extra bots. No, this is right on the money, and I think we probably want to leave this as it is. Wow, this is actually still supplying enough power, even though it's rotating only slightly. Cool. This is why I built so many of these windmills, because this is exactly this reason. But I need to trim a couple jobs, so I think... I'm going to start by just pausing a couple of these plank things. No, that's not gonna work, huh? Not gonna work. I have bots, builders doing that. Probably should keep those as bots, honestly. Except that guy needs fuel and he's not getting it. I hate to turn some of these into like regular beaver jobs, because that's kind of supposed to be the whole point, is we want to be automated. But we're not going to get... Okay, that was the wrong button. We're not going to get there if I keep having to put regular beavers and stuff, and I cannot make any more bots. So, I don't know, it all kind of runs together, you know? Like, a lot of people have been asking, just make the whole thing green. Well, you can't just make it green. You have to dump the water somewhere, somehow. And every water dump requires a bot or a beaver to be in it. And we've invested so many resources into, well, making resources that's what all the bots are doing. And we have all these trees we've got to keep planting and harvesting and everything so we can make more bots, but it's just, we've reached pretty much the limit, I'm pretty sure, of bots that we can reasonably start making without just completely wiping this entire top district out and rebuilding it from scratch, which is probably not a wise project to pursue in episode 37 of a 40-episode series. So that's why that hasn't been a thing. Hope you can understand that. But, okay, now we're in here. Now we're in here making punch cards. That, at the very least, is a thing. We have 190... Really? Why do I have so many books in this district when they don't even... Alright. I guess they've been importing these the whole time. So this district only has 11. And it has storage space for... Oh, only 30? Really? Okay, well, maybe that's what's going on, then. Because down here, average well-being is 65. We basically got it solved here. I guess there's a couple of... Yeah, the dance hall could be at 5.0. And I guess the carousel could be at 3.0, but this is basically as high as it's going to get. Short of, you know, launching the Earth Recultivator. So these guys have it made. It's just... It's up here that we're having our... Where's my... There it is. It's up here that we're having our problems. Scarecrow, well, that's going to be pretty easy to put in. Mud pits, I mean, I've got 3 of them. And they're not full as is, so I'm not really sure exactly what else they could be after here. But we have the space to put a couple more of these in, so... Another thing people had kind of made a point of identifying, hey, you didn't put something up on top of this area here, so I guess that's what we're going to be doing now is first of all, pausing so they don't actually build this. Yeah, buddy. All right. For literally no reason other than making sure my brain doesn't explode, I'm gonna put another one of these giant storages here. What's gonna go in it? What's gonna go in it? What do we have extra storage of that we would actually want up here? Let's see, pretty much all the food stuff is at 1,600 or so. Sunflower seeds, probably not a huge... carrots, we probably don't want more of those. But we've got to put something in here, and I got, not going to be books, not going to be punch cards. Anyway, the reason behind doing that is so I can put yet another mud pit up on top of here, so we have 6 of them. And that makes stuff look a little better, hides the fluid dump and the little water pool and everything. So that should be okay. Now another thing that is possible for us to do, should we choose to do it this way, is we could widen this. We could actually put a Lido in on this side. If we widened this one more, I would just have to be able to put a water dump in there. And that actually... So we just have the one Lido, or 2 Lidos over here. That might not be a bad way to do it. I don't have... Yeah, I don't have any way to get down there. Unless... Alright, I'll take the bait. Let's do that. Actually, that's not going to work. I'm not going to have enough room to do it, because this has to be 4 wide. The Lido would take up this, which means this would be open, which means the dump would have to be here facing this way, but then they'd have to come in that way. Okay. So it was an idea that was apparently destined not to actually be viable. So the only storage we don't have any storage for berries. Do we want to have 1,200 berries up here? Probably not, but guess what? That's not what that is, because then all of this will match and that will make me feel happy inside. Whether or not it actually has any benefit, that's up for debate. But matching numbers is fun. Meanwhile, over here in that place over there, this place over here, so on and so forth. Obviously there's no food because they don't need it. I still need to have more... Alright, well this is probably about the time to go ahead and do this. To just clean up all of this space. Put in some terrain. Leave this open appropriately here. So the reason behind doing this way is so that we can store Spatterdock and then also have a storage for trees. And by trees, I mean wood. So that'll be something we can pop in right there if we so choose. Or since we know the water flowing through here is not going to be that big of a deal, we could probably really find something else to occupy our space with, but oh, that's a horrible mistake. Let's not do that. This also doesn't technically have to be a pool here. We do have the ability to, you know, make things make sense over here, because this is no longer a waterfall. So if we were to do that, that I don't think would be such a bad thing. We just kind of integrate this nicely into the landscape here. And that would give us some space to put log storage in a place that isn't completely stupid. So like right here, this wouldn't be the worst thing ever. Wouldn't be the best thing ever. Actually, let's... I know I'm putting in land just to blow up more land, but you know, it gives them something to do. It gives them something to do. The Spatterdock thing, it really didn't need more than 200 of that, so I probably didn't need to actually fill this in with land, but I'm tempted quite heavily to just do one of these numbers and just say, hey, you know what? That is the way it is. Why did that not go? There we go. Well, that'll end up looking decent. Maybe it looks like garbage. Maybe not. It's probably up to individual preference at this point. But hey, this is... oh, of course they can't reach that. Alright. Well, that'll take care of that problem. This is mostly looking better. Now we only have one vacant position for bots because I've paused a couple buildings and turned others into bio-beavers only. We're working on it. We're working on it. Now back here, see, yeah, okay, this is a lot closer to what I was thinking we were working with. Got a couple more lumberjack things that can get cut down. And this isn't completely full either. I thought it was, but it's very much not completely full. So we'll get a little bit more irrigation here as this continues to fill up. But in the meantime, go ahead and get rid of this little growing tree there and plant the rest of these as oaks while we have the chance. This isn't accessible here, but we could easily make it accessible with a staircase, and then I think there'll be a little bit we can plant here. Should be fine. Just as soon as that goes in. They were quick to do that. Quite quick. A couple more here. There we go. Yeah, I'll come back and check on that at some point. See, now this doesn't have the poison on it, which is nice. And I also can't really get back here to put these in. How are we looking on our punch cards? We've got 11. So they must go through these things like you would not believe. That's gotta be what it is, because I'm pretty sure I don't have any storage for these anywhere. Oh no, I do. It's right here. They're just not taking it there because I guess they don't need to? I don't know. But once this is complete, I think we'll be in an okay spot to maybe look into planting some trees. I don't think we need them. I really don't, but if it is the will of the people, and enough of the people, then it's something we could look into. But, like I said, this episode's mostly going to be just making more of the map green. Probably can't do all of it, unfortunately, but every little bit does, in fact, count. So this will fill up a lot better. We just need to have Because you need to have probably this outflow dammed up. That'll be pretty much level with this would be smart. Yeah, there we go. I think I can get away with just having those 4. Make sure all that matches. Which, of course, is going to incentivize the water to just backflow through here, but that's okay. We just want to retain a little bit. Let them get to what they got to get to. And then the other problem of, well, how are they going to get over there? Because this is certainly not an ideal scenario for getting, well, much of anything done. Can they get to this? Yes. All right. Well, I got the planks. We might as well, since we're already here, just do the most absurd thing possible. And then just, okay, well, I might have bitten off a little more than I can chew here with how this is set up, but anything worth doing is worth overdoing, right? Well, that's what Mythbusters did. They would always do some sort of insane nonsense just because they can, and also probably because it's good for TV ratings. And that'll go all the way... Well, actually, no, I'm not going to go all the way down there, because then I just have to go back up again when we get over here. So we'll... super long, super far distance. That I am sure is going to take a very long time for the bots to traverse. But it is what it is. Probably gonna need more more fueling and stuff at some point over here. So if we're actually gonna do stuff in this area, then it would not be a bad choice to put in a couple of tanks over here. Especially this doesn't need to be here anymore. Put a couple of storage tanks for some biofuel and some catalyst. Let's have them force through here. You know how this goes. Plenty of stuff to get done. Only so much time and so much man/beaver power to do it. Just the way it goes. So I don't expect this to be finished anytime soon. But we have made an effort to get this area retaining more water as the runoff demands. You know, the water level continues to go down. Maybe... I can't really expand the reservoir that much without doing some sort of insanely huge Skystorm-style gigadam thing, which, again, it's episode 37, so probably not going to have the time, especially because I don't edit these. I don't have the time to do that. We'd be sitting here in episode 50 with absolutely nothing going on, or I'd have to sit there and do a whole bunch of editing stuff, which means I can't make more videos. So, probably not going to be doing that. But the spider dock needs to go there. That needs to get blown up because we're going to do some wood storage over here. Underground piles. Do we really need that much? Probably not. But since we have the ability to do it, why not do it, right? That is the idea, after all. I don't think there's a very good and simple way of getting much more of this set up as a growing area. I think putting stairs here will allow me to have at least a little bit of this accessible, but we might be slightly wrong about that. So I'll tell you what, this 63, we have enough wood. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to have it demolished, and then I'll put another staircase there, and I can get these right here. Probably. They've got plenty of stuff to do. So, how's this? Okay, it's just about at the point where it's going to start overflowing, which means this is going to... Yep, here it comes. And I really do love these particle effects here. Pretty cool stuff. And if that's been there this entire time in Update 6, then yeah, okay, haul me off to the stockades and throw tomatoes at me by all means. But I guess I just now noticed it. Okay, so we got clean water coming in over here. I didn't think that this suspended over someplace else and on top of impermeable floors, I didn't think it could communicate the bad water stuff. Really did not think that was a thing that was possible. But, you know, sometimes you're wrong and that's just how it is. Yeah, the amount of water coming through here is kind of inconsistent. But on a long enough timeline, everything gets an LS swap, and on a long enough timeline, this gets full of water, so guess we can live with that. Yeah, this is going to take them so long to get over here. They built a grand total of 3 of these staircases. But this does have the ability to get biofuel now, which should help substantially. Yeah, I really want this to not be polluted. Yeah, see, this doesn't repel the pollution, which is just fascinating to me that that's not a thing that happens. Very strange. Very strange. This district, of course, has under 200 wood, but there are still some trees that can be cut that are not currently being cut. And these are probably all going to grow around the same time. We have a few approaching maturity there. This still has not been removed because I think they're busy doing other stuff. But logs are being stored here, which means these can be cut. The water coming through here should be looking better. We can and probably should come over here and dam this up. Yeah, we have the pathing to do it. Let's bring this all the way against the cliffside. And I think what I will end up doing here is just filling in this space as one does. Just like so, and then we can either leave this all the way down, or I can just keep building this up. We can have one exit, or we could just leave this little island in the corner like so. I don't think we really need to be that worried about it, but yeah, I'll just do levees here, and we'll call it just regular old dam pieces. Same deal. Just like so. Eventually, they'll get to this on a long enough timeline, and that'll keep this area substantially greener. It is going to be more water to evaporate, but these things happen. And of course, once all this is in here, then probably up to another 1 or 2 levels of this hillside will be nicely greened up. This, of course, still is letting water out, but this already is so much greener this way. This is looking good. This still hasn't filled up. But, see, that's going to be a block higher. See, so much more of the water is just coming out this way versus coming out here, and I think that's probably because how much flow is coming this way. So we could actually probably put levees for half of these and direct some of the water out that way. I just have to be careful about how this is set up. Okay, because this is... That's an overhang. I can't click on this, really. There we go. Oh, these are closed. Oh, so all the water coming out of this side is water from this side that's coming down here. Oh, okay. That explains quite a bit. And now, I can't replace these without removing a substantial portion of... Ha ha! Okay, folks, I figured out what we're going to do today. Going to get rid of that. And then... yeah, get those out of here. I'm going to put a sluice gate here. Because I can. Alright, so I need to close above contamination 1%. Have nothing about depth. It needs to be open if there is no contamination. There we go. That is going to have us get a lot more water through here, hopefully, and cause no flooding. Yeah, because we need a lot more water coming this way. I think it should work. I think it should work. Because in theory, we should probably be going about half and half this way, but this is directly, pretty much all of the water coming out of this guy is coming down here, and all the water coming out of this guy should go through here, and then come out this way or go this way, and some of this is also going this way, and everything that is in here overflows here, unless this is closed, or here. So maybe we finally got this figured out. Maybe we finally did. All I can say is this looks a lot better with a lot more green on it. What else we do with the rest of this area is something we can figure out at a later date. But this has massively improved. This is outside the range of the forester here. Okay, so there's only a little bit we could get into. Well, if I felt like having more bots doing more bot stuff, then I'd add more foresters, but wood situation's looking pretty fine as is. Okay, so this is going to be able to have a staircase. Now that I removed that, I can blow it up. That's what I was going to do. Might look silly / dumb or whatever to put stairs next to stairs, but that is where we find ourselves. Alright. And then, I know, we really don't need the extra wood, but that'll let me to plant 5 additional oak trees. And it visually cleans up the area a little bit. And then, of course, this is ready here. Got one more. Okay, so after all that, I gained 1 planting square over here. Alright, that's not worth it. That was not worth doing all that, but we got something accomplished. They're putting in land here. Pretty soon they'll have the logs, and then this area will look substantially better. How are we doing over here? Well, at least this is consistently ejecting water this way. Average well-being is now 60. This is 56 still. Because the rest of the stuff they just have not gotten in yet. Okay, dried mud pit needs to be prioritized. Scarecrows, I thought I had enough over here. Actually, I don't even know where any scarecrows are on this side. If I click one of these, it's going to give me the locations of the others. I got 3 here. Oh, that's it? I just have this one right here? Okay, no. That is probably why we are not having any success with this. So I just don't have a great place to put one of these. Alright, we'll just put it there as a decoration for our dance hall, I suppose. Bulletin pole, and then we have to have... What else did I not... Why not? Why not? We'll just do that. Gotta cram something in somewhere somehow, right? At any rate, probably about out of time for today. Just want to make sure we get something accomplished here. So I guess now we're building all this damn stuff over here. So we'll let them do that while we do our end of episode, so on and so forth. I appreciate your patience going through this series at the end while we're trying to figure out some other stuff to do to improve the map, or at least make more of it green, so it's not just a gray-brown wasteland. But as always, I do always read the comments, so if you have any ideas, suggestions, want to roast me or complain about something, whatever, just always put it down. I always look at it. Can't reply to everybody, but I do try. I don't always succeed, but I do try to keep tabs on what you guys are thinking and saying about different things. So please do always, if I don't do something, then it's honestly not me ignoring whatever. Sometimes I just miss stuff. But I do try very hard to try and get stuff done. It just doesn't always work out. Sometimes my mind is in a different place for whatever reason. But I do genuinely appreciate you, Beard Boosters, as well. All of your support. Continuing to make it possible to have these very, very, very long extended series just the same way they've always been. They don't have to go chase the algorithm or anything like that. I really don't want to be doing that. So your support makes it possible to completely say no to that. Say no to stupid advertisers that nobody really wants to hear from. And just keep on focusing on the games. So appreciate all of your support. Whatever it is you're doing with the rest of your day, stay safe, have fun. And we have plenty more of this coming soon. Again, we're going to episode 40, so that would be next Friday, a week from today, as of the release of this one. That'll be the conclusion of this series, and then who knows what's next? We'll see. I've got some ideas, and you guys have had some as well that have been pretty good. So we'll see what happens. But until then, again, stay safe, have fun, and we'll see you later. Take care, friends. Bye-bye.